Hello everyone, FundYourFX.com and Bulletproof Traders, we're back in action. Today with the Forex market trade of the day, I want to introduce this new trading opportunity that we're about to get involved with. We haven't done that yet, there's no position in place, but this is the case of the Canadian, Japanese yen, and we're ready to strike. So we're going to do this right here, right now, live. But before we pull the trigger, let's go over the technical situation, and I'm going to give you the full explanation of why we decided to take action here with the Canadian Japanese yen. And we're talking about a short position. We anticipate more of that downside moves that we've seen over the last 2-3 weeks when price action came from the top. It was trading around the level of 110.50 at the very top before capitulating, and now potentially breaking below a massive key level support of 17, as you can see, 107.29. I guess we can call it 107.30. Price action right now is engaging with drilling through that level. Now, I feel like this is going to be a legit breakdown. Nevertheless, it's still unconfirmed. Only once we have that weekly close below that 107.30, we'll get that confirmation, and that's going to give us that boost of confidence to probably get more aggressive and increase our position size. So, let's talk about the weekly chart, the big picture situation. Because if you go back enough to early August 2024, you can see that ever since that point forward, price action was actually trading sideways. There was a big downside trend leading to that point, early August. And from that point, again, price action began that back and forth exchange inside a very defined range that we were able to capture with our support and resistance system. What I'm really interested about was the way price action went all the way up to the top. We're talking about the level of 110.77 and couldn't really break through. And it had 3 consecutive attempts, maybe even 4 if you consider the drop right after, so it was touching, making contact a few times in a row until it started to capitulate. That tells me that price action has one more leg in the pipeline going towards the lower section of that range. We've had two legs, and then the third leg all the way up. Ever since then, I feel like price action is building up the fourth leg, but it's not a straight line. Instead, it's more of a complex move, probably a 3-segment move. So we've had the first segment, and then the second one, which is a technical correction to the first one. And now, price action is starting to build up the third last segment that's supposed to go all the way to the lower section and basically complete a full fourth leg. Right, so that's where we're coming from. The reason I suspect that this upside move that we've had recently, right, from early December all the way up to early January, I strongly suspect that this move was a technical correction to the first drop from the top. Reason B, you can see here this yellow/orange dotted line. Now that line represents Fibonacci 76.4%. That's the last line of correction by definition. If you measure the previous downside move, right, from top to bottom, you apply the 76.4% and it's right here. So price action made it all the way to the last line of correction and then started to turn around. Alright, so I'm just building the case here, right? So I'm giving you all kinds of different pieces of evidence suggesting that a downside move is imminent. Now again, I'm not talking from a position because we haven't placed any position yet, but I am ready to do it right here, right now. Now, because we don't have that breakdown confirmation yet, we're going to be cautious about it. We're going to test the water. We're going to throw in a small size position. Once we get that confirmation by, in the end of the week, where we have price action close the weekly session below 107.30, that's where we'll get more aggressive next week and build up a bigger size position. All right, let's go right ahead and activate a new position. Like I said, this is the Canadian Japanese yen. We're going to new order. We're going to set our position at 1 lot. That's our minimum size for position. We're going to set our stop loss level. Well, I can take a look at the highest high here on this weekly session, and I do believe it's going to be around 108.50. We're going to give it 108.50 as far as our stop loss goes. Let's take a look at this. 108.5. And we're gonna set up our profit target. Now, profit target, guys, is exactly this level right here, 103.387. Obviously, we want to round it up just a little bit to 103.40. So there you go, 103.4. And I believe we're good to go. Stop loss level is check, profit target check, and yeah, we can pull the trigger here. So let's go right ahead, do that, and we're in. There you go. So guys, we'll definitely come back to this, right? We're gonna follow up on this once we get that weekly close confirmation on Friday. We'll come back to this on Monday and pick up right where we left. All right, that's about that for this one. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. We're gonna be back tomorrow as usual. So till then, be well.